love to me tonight. Guide her through East Lake underneath your silvery light. We met at Ashbeulah, she was doing the hula. Landed in my radishes and pledged my love that night. Moon over Parma, won't you bring my love to me? Shine on the freeway and guide her AMC. Get her past Raider Mounties, bring her to Lake County. Moon over Parma tonight. Hey, hi, how you doing? Moon over Parma. Let's learn Moon over Parma tonight. You got the 4-chord songs. You got the 3-chord songs. You got Riptide. Don't get me wrong. I love 4-chord songs. I think they're amazing. You're a beginner. You want to practice your loops. You want to practice your transitions. 4-chord songs are where it's at. But at some point, you're saying to yourself, okay, it's a ukulele. I need to do ukulele type songs. What do I mean by that? I mean, there definitely is a ukulele sound. There's a song that sounds like it fits on the ukulele. Now, I think all songs sound fine on the ukulele, but you're a ukulele player, and you're like, when do I play the Formby? When do I do cleaning windows? Okay. Moon Over Parma is a very, very old song that basically I don't think very many people know, and I know for a fact nobody plays, but I think it sounds awesome on the ukulele. It's got that flat-out ukulele sound. For those of you who are super old and you're saying to yourself, I know this song. Why do I know this song? Well, you're so old you remember this was the original theme to the Drew Carey show. I don't even think it was there very long. They used it like a season and a half, and then they replaced it with other songs. But fun to play. Not a ton of chords. Certainly nothing that's really, really tricky. Your trickiest chord is going to be the F minor. But that's a transition that I think everybody needs to learn because it sounds awesome. So anyways, I got 3 pages. We're going to start with page 1. I didn't duplicate the chords. When the C chord was here, when the C chord's here, we just left it. Because we figure if you can play it here, you can play it here. Also, you got the chicken scratch scrawl, but here I'll bring it in closer and you can take a screenshot of it. If that's, I don't know. One of these days I should publish this stuff. Here's a little secret. These songs are currently available everywhere. Some of the times I figure out the chords myself and do my own arrangements of them, and then I write them out for you, and sometimes I just find them online. So we're going to do, it's verse, chorus, and then a tag ending. You could do this, or you could type in the Google, Moon Over Parma, ukulele, and I think Ukulele Boogaloo has an amazing version of this with the chords written in it, and then you can play along with me, or you can do it on your own thing. I think half the time is just getting somebody to suggest a song that you might want to learn, and then you going out and learning it. Let's face it, there's nothing I'm going to show you here that you can't do on your own. Anyways, C, G, G7, C. C. Moon over Parma, bring my G. All you're doing is putting some juice on that chord, which is why it sounds awesome. Next chords, C to C7. There's C7. And you're doing the exact same thing there. So what is it? Guide her to East Lake underneath your silvery juice. C7 is essentially juice. You don't want to play the C7? You can stay there. That I never understood that, by the way. People who said, oh, the G7 is actually, or the C7 is too hard for me. No, it's not. All right. We got our F to F minor to C transition. F minor to C transition. You see this all the time, especially in old-timey songs. F, there, top, F. F minor. Go here, top string, first fret, second string, first fret, and then take your pinky and throw it where your C would go. There's your F. Your next chord following the F minor in this transition is almost always a C, and your pinky's already there. I just read a huge thing online from one of the ukulele clubs that is suggesting that you should always play your C with your fourth finger because it frees up everything else. And I fooled around with it a little bit, and I'm afraid muscle memory got the best of me. This is still a C almost all the time. In this case, we met at Ashbeulah. She was doing the hula, A7. There's Juice again. And then finishing with D, G7. Landed in my radishes and pledged my love that night. Let's do the whole thing. Moon over Parma, bring my love to me, to G7. Guide her to East Lake, under C, C7, here we go. F minor to C, to A7. Landed in my radishes and pledged my love that night. That's verse. Chorus. Turning the page. That's a song. Turn the page. Pretty sure. Turn around. Here's the chorus. All right. Well, where's all the chord symbols? It's the same thing. The only difference is when you get to the D, this time play a D7 and go D7, G7, C. And that's the chorus is Moon over Parma. D7, G7, Juicy to C. So we got Moon over Parma tonight. Chorus. Moon over Parma, won't you bring my love to me? Shine on the freeway, guide her AMC. Get past Raider Mounties, F minor, bring it to Lake County. Now tag Moon over Parma tonight. That's pretty easy. Well, okay, that's more challenging than other songs, but boy, you're going to have a lot of fun practicing that. Boy, you're going to have a ton more than doing like, I'm waking up to ashen cold Messiah. I love four-chord songs. I hate Imagine Dragons. All right, here's your tag out. By the way, you're going to pull up the lyrics to this, and you're going to get the wicked good lyrics to this song. The tag out's just at the end. So after you played what you played, and you play as many times as you want, this is the tag out. D7, G7, C to A. Probably A7. Now that I think about it, we're going to go... Moon over Parma tonight. A7. Try that again. D7. Moon over G7. Parma tonight. Then you're going to go to the A7. This would be a good time to talk about secondary dominance. It doesn't have an E7 chord in it, but one of the things that I like to do as far as practice routine and taking juicy chords is doing 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of 5. That's technical language. 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 is very, very, very technical language. Take an E7 chord, which isn't in this song. This is what do you call it? A segue? I just went off on a tangent. E7 here, and these two fingers here. E7 goes to A7. Why? It's 5 notes away. E, go down 5 notes. E is the 5 chord of the key of A. So if you play E to A, you get a cadence. But if you play E7 to A7, you get an incomplete cadence because you just played a 5 chord to a 5-7. You went dominant 7 to dominant 7. Once again, very technical. But now I'm on an A7, which is 5 notes on top of a D. So I'm going to play a D7, which is 5 notes on top of a G7, which is 5 notes on top of a C7, which is 5 notes on top of an F7, which is 5 notes on top of a B flat 7. And now you got this amazing circle, and I just went E7, A7, D7, G7, C7, F7, and you can keep going around and around and around. Eventually you're going to get to chords that you don't want to play, but that's a nice little strum thing to get to. That's essentially all we're doing here. We're going D7, G7, C, and then A7. Here, check it out. Marker, 7. I just put that in for you. All right, once you get there, you're just going to go, check it out, D7, G7, D7, G7, D7, G7 to C. That's the end of the song right there. And then I put in this cool little tag. So we're going to go top line, moon over Parma tonight, A7. Then you sing, moon over Parma, moon over Parma, moon over Parma tonight. My tag is F minor to C. That's a nice tag to almost any songs. Whatever song a chord ends on, do the minor 4 and then back. It's a happy birthday. What is it? And many more. You can put that on almost any song that you want to. So looking at that again, just so that the tag's there. D7, G7, C. A7 takes you into the circle loop. You end up going D7, G7, D7, G7, D7, G7, C to the end of the song, and if you want to be fancy, you got that. One more time. Moon over Parma tonight, A7, D7, G7, moon over Parma, same thing, one more time. Moon over Parma tonight, tag. And that's a super fun song that you can play, and you can sound old-timey and advanced, and it's a lot. Look, you don't even have to play it for people. You just practice it, walk around the house, chase the dog. What strumming pattern I'm using? I'm using the whatever I feel like strumming pattern. Like I said, I don't hear this done on ukulele very much, but I think it's an excellent ukulele song. Anyways, you have yourself a great day, and until next time, we will see you later.